And I really debated about talking about this because sometimes you get blacklisted, especially because this is a popular brand, a popular company. My business and my income rely on me being able to partner with brands. When you are a content creator and you speak out about a brand and say something didn't go well or they didn't treat me very well, they are linked up with other brands. And although they may be in the wrong, it makes it hard for you to get more brand deals. Much like in the regular work world, where if your boss is treating you poorly and you go to HR or anyone else and you report it, they turn around and look at you and are like, you're the problem. We don't want to work with you anymore. Basically, there was this giant webinar going on that was for content creators. So, like you guys out there that ask me, how do I become a content creator? What platform do I go to find brands that want to work with content creators or want to pay me to make content for their brand? There was a well-known college that was doing a webinar for this. The student that went to this college that was running the event, she was painfully nice. She emailed me and said, hey, this is brand so-and-so, and these are the two heads of the brand. Everyone, meet Amber. I introduce myself. I let them know what I do, that I'm a content creator, and, I'd love to create content for them sometime, talk about their creator platform. So these two guys owned a creator agency. Basically, creators sign up to be on their platform, and that makes it so that creators have access to brands that are looking for creators. It's kind of like a job board for creators. But they really pitch themselves as like this cool hip brand. When I looked at their Instagram, really all it looks like to me is just like very bro. I introduced myself. One of the owners says, hey, nice to meet you. Let's book a call. I go to the link. I book the call. It was for later that day. So like 5-6 hours from the time that we had emailed each other. And I emailed back and said, hey, I went ahead and booked for 6 something this evening. I will see you then. Then he emails me like an hour or two later and says, hey, make sure, could you go ahead and send me some talking points? Which I thought was really bizarre because I'm like, why would I? That's weird. Like, you asked me to book a call. Why would I be providing the talking points? That's something about this whole situation felt really familiar in a bad way. I looked at this guy's picture in the email and something didn't sit right with me. I find childcare. I have all my notes for the meeting. Waited for 40 minutes and he did not show. And then I knew what the hell had happened. This guy had reached out to me months before and wanted to meet with me. And I booked a call with him and I found childcare. I sat and waited for him. He never showed. I've sent a follow-up email. Hey, did you need to reschedule? Crickets, absolute crickets, nothing. Eventually we get to a point where we end up having another call. So I book another call with him and he also did not show up for this call. I found childcare. I waited on the call for 30 minutes. He didn't show. This guy truly does not respect my time, right? Like, I'm finding childcare. I have all these notes prepared. Like, I'm a stay-at-home mom who is also an entrepreneur. I'm busy. I go to this webinar for the content creators that this brand is sponsoring. These two dudes in their company, they're sponsoring this event. So I go to this, and what is so freaking bizarre and unreal to me is the fact that the women on the panel at this webinar that are speaking partner with their brand, this broy, very bro, frat bro brand, and they're like in their 40s, 50s, 60s, and they are well educated. They're fabulous. And I was like, this is not I'm so confused. The original email where the girl at the college was introducing me to these two gentlemen that own the company. I saw that there was another, there was 2 guys in on that email. So I emailed the second guy. And I said, hey, just heads up, because it's important. Like, as a company owner, I would want to know if the other person that owns the company wasn't getting back to people and it was being super unprofessional. Like, email him and basically let him know what was going on. And what he did was he basically blamed the girl that was the student running the event at the school. He said that this owner guy doesn't have a lot of time and they're not interested in partnering. Basically just absolutely shirking any responsibility, wasn't sorry at all, did not care that I had to find childcare and that this guy did not show up 3 times for me. He said that they let the girl that was running the event from the school know that this owner guy doesn't have a lot of time. Oh, then why are you telling people to book calls with you? So gross. But I went ahead and I copied that email and I forwarded it to her because she seems lovely and professional and well educated. I just was like, no, they are not throwing her under the bus, and I'm not going to not let her know about this. So I forwarded it right to her, and I said, I just wanted to let you know, woman to woman, that this was what they were saying. I highly doubt that this was actually what happened. It's not your job to tell me that this guy doesn't have time. Also, he told me to book the call. He has told me in the past to book calls that he didn't show up to. So yeah, just disgusting energy. I don't recommend them to anyone. Overall, incredibly childish, immature, unprofessional behavior.